All right, so we got some breaking news. Apparently, tomorrow, when Mark Carney announces his new cabinet members, Chrystia Freeland won't be in it. Now, this is an article from CTV. I have read it. It's basically just a long winded form of telling you what we already know, is that Freeland is out, and that more than half of Carney's cabinet will be new faces, so different than Justin Trudeau. It's very interesting, right? And to be fair, that is a smart move for Mark Carney. To have the exact same cabinet would look bad. That being said, does that mean anything really changes? Not really. It's going to be new faces, but the same brain, right? The same ideologies. And you'll see them throw the same kind of temper tantrums in Parliament too once we resume with that on May 26th when we have question periods. Which I don't know if it'll be on the 26th where we have question period, but that's when Parliament does come back. So it'll be very interesting to see tomorrow who's going to be in and who's going to be out. But we all know that the whole party is based off the same thing. There's a reason that Sean Fraser and Anita Anand were thinking about resigning because they knew where they were going to lose if Justin Trudeau was the leader. Then all of a sudden, Trudeau resigns, they install Mark Carney, and boom, they're back. Because they knew that they were going to win now. Because Canadian voters, to my displeasure, are very, very, very fickle. Pierre was up 25 points, they switched out Mark Carney, and boom. That shocked me, that was all it took. And a lot of people say, well, it's the NDP and the Trump tariffs. Yeah, that was a factor as well. But Abacus Data put out a poll right after the election saying that if the same situation happened but Trudeau was still the prime minister and running against Pierre wins with 46% of the vote to Trudeau's 26%. So the biggest factor was just the fact they tricked Canadians into thinking this guy is so much different, and now he's going to placate that by making himself look different. See all these new faces in my cabinet cabinet. So it's very interesting. It's a smart move for him. Like I said, he can't just put the same people in, even though they really all are the same people. But now you have to ask, what's next for Chrystia Freeland? Well, Brian Lilly posted something here about an hour ago. It says, Ambassador Chrystia Freeland? This is what I am hearing ahead of the cabinet shuffle. So this is interesting. Let's see what Brian Lilly has to say here.
All right, so is Chrystia Freeland going to be in cabinet tomorrow, or is she getting a diplomatic appointment? Hi, Brian Lilly here, and the chatter has been going on all day. It's getting hotter into the afternoon. Nothing confirmed yet, but it does appear that Chrystia Freeland will be getting a diplomatic appointment instead of being a cabinet minister in Mark Carney's new government. Now, look, it can't be Washington. We all know that Donald Trump hates her. I think the feeling's mutual, but so where else would she go? Possibly the United Nations? Replace Bob Rae? She's lived in New York before. Her husband still has a place there. They could easily settle into New York. It could be the European Union, perhaps. That's a big enough, appointment for her to step down as a cabinet minister. But my feeling is United Kingdom. Head to London, replace Ralph Goodale, have Ralph go back to Regina. And, this is another place that she has lived and worked before, has an awful lot of contacts. So just one little nugget ahead of the cabinet announcement tomorrow. We'll have more later on. What do you think? Drop a comment down below. And
yeah, that's very interesting. There's other positions like diplomatically that she could get. But I mean, let's be honest, whatever job she wants, Mark Carney's going to give it to her. But the good news is, and this is the best news of all, that when we resume with question period, we don't have to hear that squeaky, whiny, cry-like little voice, right? Where it always sounds like she's about to start whining and crying, and that squeak. It's like scratching, running your nails down a chalkboard. So that's gone, guys. So when we start covering that again, which we will be covering question period quite often, we don't have to put up with that. I'm sure there's going to be some other squeaky, whiny-sounding Liberal member, but at least it's not Chrystia Freeland this time. At least we don't have to listen to it. So we can be thankful for something, right? There's not much to be thankful about right now in terms of the government, but at least she's gone. And good riddance, because she was truly terrible. That's one thing that Trump is absolutely right about. She's terrible. She's awful. She's got to go. And now she's gone. So good. At least we got some good news. But let me know what you think. Do you think Chrystia Freeland's going to do something else? Do you think that maybe she just resigns and steps down and does something else other than politics. What do you think's next for her, and who do you think is going to be in the Liberal cabinet member? And out of all the people who you're thinking of, who's the worst Liberal member? Who's the person you don't want to see with a cabinet position the most? Champagne, Fraser, Anand? Let me know. Please don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.